traders, we are back at another one. It has been a rocky, crazy week. We've had the Powell meetings, we've had the bank shit. Let's see how it all relates. Let's jump right in. And I say traders because we trade in this environment. We trade runs. You don't want to be a bag holder right now. There's lots of weird shit happening. We talked about it in the last couple of videos. We had the Powell meetings, little Powell back-to-back. Where was it? Over here on Wednesday, Thursday, which was shitty because we were starting to rally a little bit here, starting to cross some of these moving averages, and then he poo-pooed, and then so we went down. And then, what did we have? We had Monday, the bank shit came out. Global bank corruption. Oh, who are the banks? Let's see. European banks fell sharply on Monday after this came out. There is thousands of documents showing $2 trillion of money laundered through the U.S. financial system over the last 2 decades. Shocker. How much you want to bet it's like twice 100? How many times do you think it is? It's a lot more than $2 trillion. Who are the banks? Oh! JP Morgan. Yeah, they don't do anything sketchy. HSBC, yeah, they also don't do anything sketchy. Well, misery loves company, and sketchy people do sketchy shit together. So I don't know who these guys are, but I'd be willing to bet that they do sketchy shit too. I digress. My point is, bad bank news, and we're falling already from all-time highs. Like you see, we're trying to rally and trying to get some healthy correction going, but we kind of just keep getting kicked while we're down here. So as long as Powell doesn't open his mouth anytime soon and we don't get any crazy news, breaking news things, I think that we might have a chance at correcting this week. The MAC is curling a little bit right there, which doesn't really look good. But we are across the center point here. We got some upward momentum. And the last time we were over here was actually right around, when the whole Powell thing was happening. So people started to get, look, at the 15th, we were starting to break up. And then right as we get close to when the Powell meeting starts to happen, people are like, oh, shit, Powell's going to speak. Let's pull out. And then Powell speaks, and they're like, oh, yeah, fuck this. The reason why we're speaking about the S&P 500 is because I don't know if you've noticed or not, all the Spacs are tracking this thing. Anytime this thing moves right now, Spacs move in the same direction. When everything is green moving over here, there isn't that much resistance in the market, so it can kind of just float and do it at once. But since we're over here in this realm, and you see we have all this crazy volatility, it's just not the same market. You have to keep that in mind. All right? So if you're in here and you have some long-term positions and you have to hold it, well, then you have to hold it. But if you have some money to play with, don't take on more long-term positions. Take some plays. There's some clean runs in here. Obviously, I'm not talking about playing the S&P 500 necessarily, but, there's clean runs to be had still, but they're plays, all right? They're not holds. There isn't really going to be any great holds right now in this market where we're at until we start to see this pullback correct in a healthy way. The good news is the VIX is starting to chill the fuck out. The MAC's going down a little bit. I don't think we have any more Powell meetings this week or next week, so as long as we don't have any more crazy shit come out with like the banks and stuff like that, I think we'll be in good shape. So what does this mean for Hyliion? Well, it means that my thesis is changing a little bit. I still am very bullish on them. I think we have the capability to hit 100, but I think a lot of it depends on what's going on over here. You have to realize that, and notice the crosshairs are synced up, right? So notice as I track over here, as this rally is happening, look over here on the right what's happening in the S&P 500. We're also rallying over here. This isn't relevant over here. I don't know why it's like floating over here. But so just look at the middle screen on the right. So you see, like, as this rally has happened and this rocket ship happens, the same thing is happening over here. The S&P is just slowly chucking away, just, climbing to the top. So when we're having green in the market and volatility is healthy, you can have really clean, nice runs like this that aren't so choppy. Like this thing looks crazy. Like the volatility in this. I mean, if you're trading in and out of it, it's been amazing and juicy. I've actually managed to get a lot more shares than I started out with. But you always risk it running from you and then you get a shitty fill, which has also happened. So it's part of learning. But I guess my point is here, we have to be realistic. This happened when we were in La La Land over here, right? This really green day also coincides with that really green day right there, right? So this isn't a coincidence, okay? This needs to chill the fuck out and stabilize if we're going to get some healthy, reliable, predictable runs, because as things have been, we've been all over the place, and so is the market in the whole. And it's really hard to say where this thing is going to fall, come the 28th, come a week after that. But I'm still very bullish. I still think we can hit 100. I still think we can see $60 by Monday. But a lot is going to depend on what's happening in the major market as a whole, the different indexes and the VIX. Keep an eye on that. If not, keep an eye on my social media. I post all that kind of stuff on there daily. Hit the thing, do the stuff. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own due diligence. Put any questions you have in the down there. I try to answer stuff as quick as I can. Happy trading. Leverage your positions. Play smart. Trade. Don't be a bag holder.